Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Today we're going to be going over the season premiere, of Ghost. That's Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3, Episode 1. That episode is called Your Perception, Your Reality. All right, guys. And listen, we have a new big bad. Everybody is so excited about her and all this stuff, but I am not sold right now. I don't think I like her. I know a lot of people that love the violence. They already love her. I don't care. All right. But hey, AG. So, we shall see. But we shall see how it goes with her. Clearly she's very she's very no nonsense, okay? Obviously. A no nonsense type of person. But there's nothing else to say because we're about to get into it. I want to obviously talk about what the heck this lady did. All right, which is crazy. Noma is not to be messed with. I know she really is not. Like them guys that work for her are scared of her. Shoot. I just want to share this to Twitter real quick, guys. Hold on for me. And let me see. Probably gonna be a little bit, not to say all over the place, but kind of. Like there's probably gonna be some stuff that I'm gonna skip, but it's all right. It is what it is. So, okay, so let's see what we got. All right, so guys, Dante's ring has found its way on an auction block, all because of who? Freaking McLean. All right, and this man right here pays $5 million in some change, right? Not just $5 million. I think it was $5,500,000. Like, who the heck is paying that much for an engagement ring? So he takes that engagement ring. I mean, he takes this ring and then he goes into Central Park and he asks his woman to marry him. Unfortunately, child, this ninja decides that he doesn't want to read the room. Okay, first of all, let's back up. It wasn't even a room, it was outside, but let's back up. She's here. This is Noma. She's here. Shows up to the auction. I don't even think she places a freaking bid. She's like, I'm not paying for this daggone ring, but I feel sorry for the sucker that does because I'm going after them. So she's just standing around waiting for the sucker. Okay? And so her and her boys, they show up to the park, and this moron, okay, let's go back to the moron. He's not reading the atmosphere. He tells these dudes to F off. And it's like, my guy, are you not seeing the situation here? Are you not seeing that these people are probably not some people that you want to play with? Are you not understanding that this is Central Park, which is very legendary for a lot of messed up things happening, a lot of crimes, right? Are you not understanding that it's dark outside and it's only y'all? Like, I didn't understand this guy. He just had to talk trash, get the F out of here, whatever he said. I'll call the cops. And it was like, bruh, you can call the cops all you want. They're not going to get here on time. And even if they allowed you to put, that's what I should say. Even if they allowed you to pull the phone out of your pocket, they would not get here on time. So here's my thing with Noma. Give me my ring back. It's a beautiful ring, blah, blah, blah. Too bad. I need to get that back. Instead of giving the ring up, the guy talks his trash and she takes the freaking girl's hand and chops the hand off instead of simply, y'all got the upper hand, instead of simply just grabbing the girl's hand and taking the freaking ring off of it. She chops her hand off. I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought that was it, guys. I thought she was just chopping the hand off and she was going to take the ring and leave the people there. But no, they killed them. And I was like, oh my freaking gosh. Hey, Tina and LSW and Hopefully and Patty and DK's way. All right. So, guys, that was that. Like, yeah, no witnesses. That's it, you know? No witnesses. Hey, Tonya. I can't, guys. I just can't. She's already, like, she done came in and she let it be known. I'm not playing. All right. Now, somebody said that I can't believe LSW said, I can't believe she was engaged to Mecca and Mecca wanted to be with Monet too. And I have something to say about that afterwards. Maybe I should say it now. No. I'll say it after. Okay. So let's move on, guys. The new big bad. So McLean comes by to let Monet know that Dante left the penthouse to their son. What is his name? Zeke, right? But now that he's dead, it's gonna go to Monet. And she's like, ugh, all right, whatever. Like, he had way more stuff than that too. And McLean is like, that is true, and I don't suggest you go for it because it's gonna put a target on your back or whatever. So she's like, whatever, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all need to be trying to figure out who killed her. She's like, y'all need to figure out who killed my son. That's it. Like, I don't care about nothing else. Like, she's really checked out, guys. She's checked out. It's been 3 months. She's checked out. I honestly thought that they were kind of pick up where we left off and we were going to get the funeral scene or whatever for Zeke. I'm glad they didn't, you know? And honestly, I could have did without the whole, what's her name? Little Mo singing, How Do I Say Goodbye to Yesterday? Like, I hate that song. So I could have did without that. But hey, they got to pay homage some way, somehow. So anyway, of course, upon hearing this, anything that has to do with Mecca, this dude don't want to hear it. I'm talking about Lorenzo. He doesn't want to hear about it. He's pissed off, like, oh, you know, I don't want nothing. You think I'm going to live in that ninja's house and all of this? And she's like, man, please, I'll deal with it. So what she does, she tells the boys, y'all can have the penthouse. Y'all can live over there, live in the penthouse until I sell it. Okay. So that's what it was. All right. So let me see what else we got. Look at Monet, how she looking, guys. She's just like, she's just like, could you hurry up and just move it along? Like, I need to watch my show, get out of here, all of this. And then we also have the scene where she comes, her daughter comes, Diana, and she's trying to give her mom something to eat. You know, she's like, mommy, you need to eat this and that. And she's like, what you doing bringing that ish over here and all of that stuff? She's like, get out my face. Like, she is so pissed at her. So she goes over Diana and she throws the daggone plate in the sink. I mean, breaking the plate. And the father is like, you know, being patient, like, listen, mamita, you need to be patient with her. She's going through a lot, blah, blah, blah. So with this situation, he decides that he's going to send her to Stansfield because things are just not going good at home. And Monet can't stand her or Lorenzo. And Diana is like, all I did was tell the truth. She act like I killed Zeke. She's the one that was lying. Zeke was her son. She was lying. Like, girl, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Because bigger things has happened since you decided that you wanted to overstep and put your mom's business out there. Bigger things has happened to her because of your big mouth. Yes, it is your fault. You didn't kill him, but because of your big freaking mouth, Zeke is dead. That is the truth. That's the freaking truth. Okay. Let me see something. That's going to be a problem with the apartment if new lady finds how Monet was able to get it. Yeah. Lorenzo a clown. I can't wait for Diana to find out and blow his spot at the dinner table. I don't know, Patty. I don't know, because she seemed like she was ready to protect Poppy, you know? But you might be right. Tina says, is Stansfield the only good school where they live? That's what I'm saying. Why everybody going to Stansfield? That's kind of annoying to me, you know? So also before I move on, Tariq has to move out of his dorm, right? And Effie tells him that she wants to be her own woman. So they've been coupled up all this time. Effie is now his girl. They've been coupled up all this time, and now she wants to separate. Okay, now that I'm here on campus, I want to separate. I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to be looked at as Tariq's girl. So that's that, guys. All right. So now we also have Brayden. He's kicked out of school and he has to work with his father, the father's company. Unfortunately, Trace is there as well with his annoying behind, and Trace going to sit there talking about you should be grateful, you should show some gratitude and all of this. And I'm like, oh, how we forget, like, you was going to get killed, my dude. If your brother did not step up and take that fall and put it on himself, you were going to die. All right? The Tejadas were after you. Let's be grateful. You be grateful. He over here talking about show some gratitude. You need to be showing gratitude. The heck? This freaking guy. Another thing is about this girl, Kiki. Do you love me? I don't know. Maybe, I mean, obviously they brought this new character here. We gotta see what she's gonna be all about. I have no idea what she's gonna be all about, but I did see a little something between her and Brayden. Now she might mess around and become his new boo. I don't know. All right. Only thing I could say, I do not like Trace, but I did appreciate how he shut the boys down. Like, yo, watch your freaking mouth. That's still my brother. His last name is Weston. Blah 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 blah. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right. Let me see what else we got. Just want to make sure that I'm on the right track, guys. Okay, so guys, yeah, like I said, Brayden is here, and we also see his rebellious uncle, all right, who tells him that, I respected that whole thing that you had going on with course correct and all of that, but like he didn't respect the fact that he took the fall for it and all of that. He thought that was stupid, but he respects his hustle, and he's saying that being here at what's their last name again? I know the last name, and now all of a sudden I don't freaking know it. Whatever. Talking about tracing them. So he's like, Weston. Okay, Weston. He's like, you have a mind for business, telling Brayden this. And he's like, what's going to happen here is you can make a lot of money, a lot more money, and it's not going to have to land you in jail. And he's like telling his uncle, well, that wasn't the thing. My thing was I got a thrill out of it. So this guy is a freaking thrill-seeking person. So that's also a dangerous thing about Brayden. We see later on that he still wanted to meet up with Caine so that they could get back in the game and get things running again. And we'll talk about that. All right. So now we got Tariq, and he goes to Dean Wong, and he lets him know, listen, I ain't got nowhere to live, right? Like, I have no housing. Dean Wong is in a meeting with Rashad Tate. And of course, Rashad is, he's going to get involved in this because he has to be about his Black people and all of that. But, first, Dean Wong is like, well, there's a lot of kids that don't feel safe with you on campus. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I'm innocent. Nobody proved that I was guilty for anything. But it doesn't matter. So now Rashad is like, okay, well, guess what? How about I can help, How about you make sure that this young man has a place to stay so that, you don't have to worry about me letting all of my hundreds of thousands of followers know that this is how they treat Black people at Stansfield. Okay, so now, Dean Wong is ready to make sure that this young man has a place to live. Okay, which is great. Now, of course, that he did not do this for no daggone reason, and Tariq knows it as well. He's like, oh gosh, of course I owe you something because you don't do nothing for free. And he's like, yes, I will be calling you, okay, because the race that I'm in, my campaign and situation is very close, and you got some skills that I might need soon. Okay, I'll be calling you. All right, guys. So now we have this new guy named Kai. All right, this is our dude. Look, this is my dude. I don't know about y'all, but this is an actor that I really like. We saw him in Fresh. We saw him in The Wood. He's in a few other things. I think The Corner and all. So it was very good to see him. He's keeping his young face, which I love. And but he's a jerk. Okay, he's a freaking jerk. He has no respect for Lorenzo, even though we heard Caine say, how you gonna act like this when my father brought you up and put you on or whatever? Like, I don't owe Lorenzo nothing, right? Right, Sean Nelson, thank you, young boy. So, guys, this is the party at the penthouse. And guess what, guys? Everett is still with us. And so what's his name? Drew is bringing Everett to the penthouse, and Everett is like, what's going on here? I thought we was having like a little private situation here, private little christening of the home. And it's a whole party going on. And Caine did not tell his brother what was going on. Okay. So he said, this is not a party, this is a business opportunity, business situation. Okay. And so they go and they meet Kai, and he has a horrible, because he's a possible connect, right? He's a connect. There's no connect. It's dry out here, guys. Ever since the situation with Mecca, it's dry. So it's a horrible deal that he has, right? He gives them this ridiculous offer, talking about, I want the money up front and 60% of the profits. And this is him being a jerk and taking advantage of the fact that there's no other connects around, right? So, of course, Caine and Drew were like, they're not accepting it. I mean, Caine was like, yo, you must think we some amateurs or something like that. Daggone well, that's not going to fly. So Drew was like, okay, how about 30%? And he said 60% is better than nothing. And so that was that. And he walked away. And that was the end of that. Let me get this. Effie is undercover. She helps Lauren. Right. We're definitely going to talk about that. Thank you for the super chat. We are definitely going to talk about that, guys, because I'm like, yo, if Lauren is alive, I don't even want to get there yet, guys. But it's like, are you kidding me? Because she was the last person that we saw with her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Effie was the last person that we saw Lauren with. So how the heck did she get into the care of Sullivan? Clearly, it had to be that she is an informant or something like that. Had to be. So, we shall see. I always said we cannot trust this chick. I've always said it. Always. We cannot trust Effie. But everybody want to be like, oh, Effie this, Effie that. We could never trust Effie. Hold on, guys. I just need to put that on my tweet. We could never trust Effie. All right. Yeah, but everybody wanted to be on this whole, this whole Effie kick, like, oh, she's the best girl for him and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, the heck she's not. Even, what's her name? CK, Courtney Kemp was like, Effie is for self. All right. She is for self. Oh, look, Tina said it. Effie is for self, and I didn't even see it yet, Tina. But that's exactly what Courtney Kemp said. She's for self. She's always gonna look out for number one, and that's the bottom line. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, just wanted to tweet that real quick. All right. So, hey, DeMarcus, you're joining us. I think Effie is working with the feds. Yeah, me too. All right, so let me see where I'm at so we could we're going to get back to that whole thing with Effie. All right, guys, let me see. I don't have pictures for everything. So, So, guys, I don't have a picture for this, right? But Bash has resurfaced, and this moron thought that it was a good idea to approach Tariq and Brayden and try to tell I'm sorry, I'm getting tired, guys. I'm sorry. Wake up, girl. Wake up. All right. So he's blackmailing them. All right. I know about the course correct situation, blah, blah, blah. And you got me into something. that could mess up my reputation, and plus me and what was his name, Stern, they didn't have a good breakup or whatever, and now I need money. So he basically telling Tariq that he needs money, and I'm giving you 7 days, because Tariq is like, not right now. Isn't it funny, guys? Every time when Tariq is down and out, that's when he always owes people money. Isn't that crazy? Every time he's down and out and he doesn't have the bread, that's when he owes somebody. So now this freaking dummy decides that he wants to be next on the kill list. I was watching it and I said, he done. I just knew it. I didn't think it was going to happen in this episode. It happened very quickly. But I was just like, this is freaking Jabari all over again. You're going down. Like you can't do this, my guy. Like you cannot think that you're going to have this this incriminating story, basically. Because did he have evidence? I think he did, right? Because they signed the papers and all that, whatever. Anyway, yeah, he got evidence. You can't think that you're about to have something incriminating over these guys' heads and they are killers. It's just so freaking stupid. I'm sorry, he was asking for it. Oh, you only got 7 days. Boy, if you don't go sit down, well, I guess you sitting down now, child, laying down. All right, guys. So now Brayden and Tariq, they go to the penthouse to meet with Caine because they want to see about getting things back up and running. All right. But Caine tells them that they're too hot, and the only person that he could see himself working with is Effie, right? But Tariq wants to keep Effie out of it. And he also tells Caine, keep her name out your mouth, son. Like, oh boy, please. Okay. But then, guys, the lights go out. And in comes Noma and her crew. Excuse me. And they bring this chick. I think her name is Rocky. And, they got a bag over her head or whatever. And I'm like, who is this? Is this Effie? Like, I didn't know who the heck it was, guys. But it was somebody, an associate of Mecca. And she just wants to know, like, where the heck is Mecca? Like, what happened to him? Right? Like, tell me what happened to him. Because first, he's my fiance and he was her lieutenant. Okay? He was the one, he was basically selling drugs for her or whatever. So once again, guys, we get this moment of stupidness. In the beginning, we had that dumb guy who in Central Park who wasn't reading the atmosphere. Okay, he decided to talk trash. But now the stupid person is Caine, who decides to talk trash. And it's like, bro, you're outnumbered, number one. And number two, you don't know who this person is. They got up in here. That should tell you something. They got up into your spot and the lights are out. They mean business. It don't matter who they are right now. Right now is not the time for you to be talking about, excuse me, who the F for you or whatever. He didn't want to get on his knees. Then he wanted to continue to talk trash. I'm like, this freaking guy is a hot mess, child. A hot mess. Ugh. So DeMarcus says that Rocky was the hitter for Mecca. All right. Well, she dead now. So, and it seems like she killed her real quick because she said her name. Like, I don't know, Noma or whatever. Like, I just heard about it on the news, like you, Noma. And she said she shot her and was like, you should kept my name out your mouth. Okay. So, guys, after Noma kills Rocky for saying her name, Tariq, Caine, and Brayden, they try to convince Noma that they can take over, like they can replace Mecca, and that they actually can be as good as him or even better, actually, right? And her dude is the guy that's with her is like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you really buying this? And she said, oh, no, but I'm intrigued, right? She's intrigued, okay? And she's like, they're like little puppies, or they're like little eager puppies, or whatever she says. And so she tells them, you have 30 days to prove yourself, to make a profit and all of that. And then she says, and this is a key thing that I think we really need to pay attention to, guys, is because she says that if anybody can provide any information about what happened to Mecca, she'll make it worth their while. And I'm telling you guys right the freak now, you probably already know, Tariq is going to use that information to his advantage. He's going to use that situation and those words that she just spoke to his advantage. It doesn't matter if it's the right person. If somebody big comes after him and he got his back against the wall or anything like that, all he got to do is say, this person right here is the one that killed Mecca. And it don't even have to be that person. But if you guys noticed, they made sure that the camera was on Tariq's face when she said that. Whenever the camera zooms in on somebody or, you know, cuts to their faces, you already know he's paying close attention to what she's saying. Tariq is always trying to use something, some type of information to get him out of something or to use it so that he can continue to play the chess that he does, right? All right. So let me see what else we got, folks. Okay, so now before I get into that situation, I need to also say right, Ghost Jr. has risen. Sure has. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Sonia says Ghost Jr. has risen. And as much as he doesn't want anyone comparing him to his father, he needs to understand that it is what it is. And also, before I move on to the next point that I wanted to make, we're talking about the engagement. Somebody, I think it was LSW, saying that I can't believe that he was engaged to this lady here, Noma, that Mecca was engaged to Noma, but he seemed like he wanted to be with Monet. Listen, I think he was playing Noma. I think that, see, he didn't even give the ring. She didn't even have the ring. Right? And then she's calling this man her fiance. She didn't even have the ring. Right? So it doesn't even seem like he got on one knee, put it on a finger, this and that. I don't know, like whatever. But here's what I think. I think that, hey, Big Smooth, I think that he was serious about being with Monet and serious about having her and their son Zeke ride off into the sunset with her. Like, I think he was very serious about that. He was going to leave it all behind, Noma included. So I think he was going to play Noma. And maybe she would have found him and killed him. And you never know how the story would have went. But it's over now. It's over for him. Yeah, Mecca says, I'm sorry, Mecca. Young boy says Mecca had it bad for Monet. He did. Shoot, that was his name. Noma said he was supposed to be her fiance. That ring was meant for Monet, but she killed him before he proposed. Yep, it was meant for Monet, for sure. I don't know what the heck Noma thought, but she thought wrong, child. She ain't know nothing about Monet, honey. Nothing about Nay. So after this situation, now, you know, folks, they got to go out and they got to talk about this new chick in town, this new threat. So Caine goes home and he explains the situation to his mother, father, and Drew. Like, she wants to know, this lady named Noma, she wants to know who killed Mecca. But don't worry, I handled it, and I held that down, and I also negotiated a good deal for some product. And here we go again with Lorenzo. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with Mecca. Nobody associated with Mecca, this and that. And you see Monet over there just rolling her eyes like, this freaking guy. And so what she got to say is, while he's saying he doesn't want anything to do with anyone associated with Mecca, and oh, you betrayed our family by dealing with Mecca and all of this, she's on the other hand saying, look, I told y'all that I wanted out the game. Now y'all go on ahead and figure it out. And then she walks away. Like, Monet is totally checked out, guys. Totally. Now, we obviously know that we saw in the trailer that she's going to get to a place where she is back in business. And does that mean that Lorenzo is dead at that point? Because we did hear her saying to someone, Yeah, hopefully we did hear her saying to someone, I'm in charge now, or I'm back in charge. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that means that Lorenzo is dead at this point. I don't know, but I definitely see it coming. All right. So meanwhile, we also have Tariq, who goes to McLean, and he has to let him know about the situation, the Noma. All right. Yo, this freaking lady is out here looking for answers. She wants to know what the heck happens because of the ring, because her ring landed in the auction house because of you. Okay. And I need you to do this and I need you to do that. And McLean is his cocky behind is like, oh, you know, I love working for you, Tariq, because the money always comes, blah, blah, blah. And Tariq was like, listen, this lady wants to know who killed Mecca, or how the ring landed in an auction block and all that stuff in auction house. And I didn't tell her your name. So my discretion is my payment. Okay. Now I also need you to find out who the heck is watching the penthouse, because somebody's watching the penthouse. We had to go through the back door, blah, blah, blah. Right. So while he's having this conversation with Tariq, we also have Sax snooping about. All right. Now we fast forward to a conversation, and he's telling Sullivan that Tariq was in the office with Sax. I'm sorry, with McLean, but he doesn't know what they were talking about because he doesn't let me in to hear those conversations. And Sullivan is like, I thought that he trusted you. And so, listen, all I need right now, because I don't want to say too much about Sullivan right now, but all I need is for Sax to find out that this woman is not who side he should be on. All right. I need him to play her. I hated Sax from Power Book 1. And I've been waiting for him to make this little turnaround. It kind of seems like, you know, there are certain things about him that I found, that I could stomach, put it that way. But now that I see that he's trying to work against McLean, it irks me. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's see. Hey, Relax and Chill TV. So Richard Ward said this season is going to be like the original Power season 3, and comes the more dangerous Connect, and now they have to figure a way to eliminate the new threats. Yeah, that sounds about right. Exactly, Richard. Reminds me of season 3. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but I don't have time. Maybe Mecca was on a case to take down Noma and her crew, but then he saw Zeke on TV, like he said, and he switched gears to try and get his family back. It's possible he was still undercover. Yep. And remember, he was also the CI for Blanco Rodriguez. All right. All right. So Louisiana boy James says that Noma is a female version of Milan, but she doesn't eat. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me see what else I'm supposed to be talking about here. Let me see, guys. One moment. Okay. So guys, we're back at Stansfield, and somebody made the point. I think it was Tina, I'm not sure. Is Stansfield the only good school around? Okay, because this is insane. Everybody's in freaking Stansfield. All the characters are in Stansfield. We had Effie going to another school, but she had to transfer to Stansfield. I'm like, really? Come on now with the Stansfield stuff. Like, just stop. Okay, so listen. And not only is everybody at Stansfield, are y'all all majoring in the same thing? You don't have to major in the same thing to be in a class like this, right? I think this is a political science class or whatever. But listen, guys, come on. Everybody's in the same freaking class now. You got Diana in the class with Tariq and Effie in the class, and he walks right by Effie, sees Diana, and sits right next to her. Oh, you go here now? I'm like, what is happening? Okay. But they also have a new professor by the name of Professor Bennett. And all I can say is, please do not kill this woman off. Okay. We don't need this situation to be like a curse where everybody that teaches this freaking class dies. Like, don't do that. Don't freaking do that. Honestly, I hope that she doesn't get involved in nothing. But here's the thing: she knows Tate, so we don't know what that means, but she knows Tate. And child, it's just a lot. All right, it's a lot. So in this session, they're talking about I think this is when they talk about the perception and the reality and all of that, right? And they bring up Zeke's reputation, and I was gonna say ghost. Tariq is saying, it's sad that Zeke won't ever be able to clear his name, because one moment he's looked at as someone who killed his lover, then he's murdered, and so it's just a really bad reputation that this guy has. And Diana was saying, so you mean to tell me that no matter what, he's always going to be looked at as this killer? And so Professor Bennett says that would be the case as long as someone doesn't change the narrative, right? That would be the case if someone doesn't change the narrative. So somebody has to change the narrative for this situation. And so we kind of already know what happens. Like, they come up with this plan to, make this little assembly situation where Tariq is going to speak, and the family's going to come together, and they're going to do something in honor of Zeke, which is pretty freaking awesome. All right. So now we also get to this scene where this dude is he's snitching on Tariq. Oh, your man, he back in the business and everything like that, and he didn't want you to be a part of it and blah, blah, blah. But she holds it down in this moment, and she's like, first she's like, I'm not getting in the car with you. And then second, she's like, well, Tariq is my man, and, we're on the same page. So she didn't even give in to nothing that Caine was talking about. But of course, she goes back to Tariq like, what the heck is up? What is going on? And he's like, well, I don't want you involved, But what does that matter? Because eventually she works her little words on him, and he's like, does anybody ever say no to you? And blah, blah, blah. So, of course, she wants to help him move the weight. And that's what's gonna go on. So she's a part of it now, and it's bad that she's a part of it, because she's the freaking CI. How about that? All right, we'll talk later. So now we got stupid Bash, and I think Tariq was really trying to figure something out. Hey, Virgin Love, trying to figure something out with this situation. He didn't plan on killing this guy, but you know who did plan on killing him? Brayden. Brayden had already went to Caine and said, listen, I got this guy here. He's threatening to snitch on me and all that if I don't give him money. So we need to take him out. Like, Brayden was not trying to wait. Like, he was like, we're not doing this. You're not about to basically try to I don't know why I can't get the freaking words, guys. Like, I'm so out of it right now. I'm sorry. You're not going to do that to me. You're not going to blackmail me and think it's going to be all right, and that I'm actually going to pay you. No, because you know what happens with these kind of people. You pay them and they want more, because they always have something over your head. As long as they continue to have it over your head, they're going to continue to want more money. So you got to get rid of them, unfortunately. And Brayden is smart enough to understand and know this, but he doesn't want to do it. So he's saying, yes, extort. Thank you. I don't understand what's going on, SJ. Like, right now, I honestly feel like as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to sleep, guys. I'm so tired. This is the first time I went live back to back, I think. All right. And it's late. So anyway, but yeah, as soon as you give them money, they're going to want more. So you got to go. Right. But here's the thing. While Brayden didn't want to do it. He's trying to get Caine to do it. And Caine's like, why should I do it? Because you messing with somebody disloyal, blah, blah, blah. What that got to do with me? Oh, well, I did Lauren for you. I took care of Lauren for you, blah, blah, blah. And all of that. Man, I cannot wait to stuff hit the fan when Tariq finds out that Effie and his boy Brayden was behind the situation with Lauren. Okay? I can't wait. Because I want to know how he is going to I want to know how he's gonna deal with it. I really do. Do you guys think that when he finds out about it, like, is he gonna like want revenge? I don't know. We gonna, y'all, let me know, because we're gonna talk a little more about that when we get to the end. Hey, Gemini. All right, so Brayden, I'm sorry, not Brayden. As they're getting ready to come up to get this job done, Brayden and Caine, he's in the apartment already. Tariq, he's already in the apartment, and he's talking to Bash. And Bash decides that he wants to get off. See, everybody want to talk trash in this episode right before they get their freaking behind handed to them. Okay? And I don't understand what's wrong with people. But he decides he wants to talk trash. I know that it's about your father and all of this. You're just like him. He's a murderer. He's this, he's that, blah, blah, blah. And this angers Tariq, because he was not coming up here to kill this boy. But Bash was already eating, and there was a knife there. It was just so perfect, right? It just played out so perfectly. I said, I think, what do you say, shut the F up or something like that? And he just shoves the knife into his stomach. And that was that. By the time Brayden and Caine get in there, they see this dude dead on the floor. And it's already taken care of. So now this is perfect, because now they got to get rid of the body. So all of them got to take the body. Oh, ain't nobody gonna be looking for him, because he broke up with Stern, so they already think that he's overseas somewhere anyway. Bash was a bitch anyway. Oh my gosh, you guys are too funny. Yeah, so they getting rid of him, guys. But honestly, I feel like this is another murder that's gonna come back on them, right? It's gonna come back, and that's just that. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Now we get to this scene right here, where this little girl done did all the damage that she did, right? But for some reason, which seems very weird to me. So if we were to be doing a scratch in my head moment, this would be one of them, right? You were so, like, you just wanted to put your mother on blast. You seemed like you were so against her. But now you're upset and you're hurt because your mama don't want nothing to freaking do with you. You didn't mind when your daddy kicked her out, right? And now that she doesn't want anything to do with you, and you're looking for her, you are looking for acceptance, right? That's what's happening. She's looking for acceptance from her mom, and she doesn't give two craps. Monet doesn't give two craps. She's just there. She doesn't care. Poppy's proud of her, but Ma ain't trying to hear nothing. Okay. Becca calls Zeke her cousin's brother. Yeah. Because clearly, now that they're roommates, they got some, they're talking, right? They're talking now. All right. So now she's crying and she's feeling all bad and this and that. And then we also saw the dude Salim there. So he looked like he might mess around and be her little boy toy. Remember, we saw her riding on somebody, y'all. It might have been Salim, child. Might have been Salim. The head looked a little different. So I don't know if he's going to get a haircut or something, but his head looks a little different. He might have a little too much hair for the person that she was, pouncing up and down on. But we shall see. All right. She up at Stansfield, about to get it in with some folks. But anyway, Gemini says, Diana being nosy gonna come back on her this season. Yes. So, but this is the part that I just thought was weird to me, because I'm like, I thought you was against your mom, but hey, that's still her mother. Okay. So now Tariq is up there and he's giving his little speech and everything. And he's talking about how someone shot Zeke in the back, and whoever did that was a coward. And as soon as he says that, the camera goes right on Lorenzo. And guys, to be honest, I kind of feel like the way, and I don't know if I said this already, the way Monet is acting towards Lorenzo, it's almost like she got this animosity that makes me feel like he could have done it. Like, she knows he could have done it, but she just doesn't have the proof. because she is just talking to him all kinds of ways. Like, I wasn't effing talking to you. Like, she's really pissed off at him, right? And the daughter. And so it's weird because, I just think that she's acting like this because she might have maybe she has a feeling or whatever, but she just don't got no proof. Or right now, like she said, when she finally met with Tariq, she was like, because of the fact that you were there with me the night that Zeke got killed, you're the only one that I can trust. So this really kind of lets you into her world at this time and what is going on with her, because we really don't know right now, because she's just so like blah, like, leave me alone, I'm trying to watch my show. Yeah, go ahead and do this, whatever. Like, she just doesn't want to be bothered with anybody, so you don't really know exactly how she feels. But in this moment, we get more out of her, and she just don't trust nobody. And that's probably the reason why she's acting like that to Lorenzo as well, because like, why the way, and especially because she keeps hearing what Lorenzo keeps saying about Mecca. I don't want nothing to do with Mecca, nothing, I hate this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, he has so much hate for Mecca. And remember, Zeke is Mecca's son. So it's like, if you got so much hate for anything to do with Mecca, you probably freaking went and killed my son. So she's probably going to kill him, guys. I don't know how in the world we're going to find this out. I don't know how she's going to find out that Lorenzo has something to do with it. Maybe little snitch Diana is going to spill the beans with something. I think it's going to be by accident. What you guys think? I think it's going to be by accident that it's revealed and Monet is going to put 2 and 2 together. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay? But let me see. You're right. He's been in some shootout. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Never mind. All right. So Gemini says it's going to take maybe 3 more episodes for her to be focused again. She's not thinking about the game or anything. Right. She's not. And like I said, I think the only way that she's finally gonna get back into things is when she finds out who the killer is and gets rid of him and kills him. So that's why I kind of think that she is going to find out some way, somehow. I don't think it's going to be on purpose, though. Tonya said, Noma going to wake her up. I think Reek going to find out. Yeah, maybe he's going to find out and maybe he'll tell. I don't know. But if and he will tell her if Lorenzo is in the way for, some way, somehow. Or maybe just tell her anyway, because she said, I trust only you, right? So it's like, I'm just going to continue to, gain her trust. And that's something that'll help him out. So, yeah, no accident with Diana. Yeah, that's true. But I just don't see her stitching on her dad. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to come up. And you know how people do the slip like that. That's what I mean. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. So let me see what else, because I think there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, so we know what he talks about here. He's basically trying to tell people that they need to like leave this man's memory alone, as far as not leave his memory alone, but detach that negative stuff from it. And he was a good kid. He was a good friend, a son, this and that, and a good friend. I think I said that already. And so he's trying to basically, like they said, you got to change the narrative around this kid's reputation. So I thought that was cool. But then somebody else got up and said something to him, and he was like, see what I'm talking about? Like, it was perfect, right? Because they talking about his reputation as well. So you got to change the narrative. So I just hope that, that did help for Zeke's memory, but who knows? And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's done, and people probably don't really give a crap. You know what I'm saying? But it was nice. And yes, AG, you're right. Let her grieve. It's sad when your mama don't trust you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Monet finally gets up and walks out after this situation, and that's when Tariq goes to her and she's like, I need your help. Like, I need you to find out who his killer is. All right. Another thing that I did not talk about in this episode was McLean, and we find out that we knew that his brother Theo was sick, but we find out that he has hepatitis B and D. Like I always knew about hep A, B, and C, but I don't think I've heard of D. But anyway, right? So he's got both, guys, and he doesn't have a long time to live. I think 6 months to a year, and so he must be talking to this doctor, and he's like, "Listen, I need you to do whatever you can, like some type of trial. I mean, anything, right?" And so the guy is saying, "Well, I do have something, like a clinical trial. I do have something, but he can't partake in it while he's inside." So now this puts heat on under McLean, and he also applies that heat and pressure to Saxe, who's supposed to be getting his brother off. Like, do whatever the heck you gotta do, da da da. Okay. And so with all that being said, it's just like McLean can't do nothing without the fact that he has Saxe in his firm is not good, because Saxe is too busy messing with this chick over here, which is the ops. I was gonna say Savannah. Savannah, you got me. Sullivan, okay? But I honestly hope that he does get his brother out, because he's in there it's not his fault that he's in there. He's in there doing time for Davis, okay? So now we also see this scene right here where it's so they want them to move all of this product in 30 days. Like I be feeling like people like Noma, and I'll even go as far as to say Caine, like those twisted people, it seems like when there's somebody eager, they want to set them up for failure just so they could kill them. And it's just like, why? Why are you trying to discourage them? You trying to make them move all this product? Like, it just makes no freaking sense, guys. But clearly, they're probably going to make that work, right? So once again, like we got this chick, Jenny, and, I just need Saxe to wake up. Yes, LSW. He doesn't realize he's being used. I need him to wake up and see that this chick is no good, okay? She's salty, guys. This is like the female version of Detective Bryant, where she's willing to do illegal things to get the people that she has a hard on for. All right? Because who the heck? Come on, that's definitely got to be illegal to have somebody faking their death. You got this girl's parents believing that she's dead. So I cannot wait to see what the heck is going to happen to her when things hit the fan. Okay. So this is where we get to the last scene, and who is alive? Lauren. All right. And she's like, how long do I have to be dead? And this and that. Did she say? I think I heard her saying that on the like in the next episode. But did she say in this episode, like, how long do I got to play dead or whatever she said? That this is a miserable life. What the heck did she sign up for? And I would love for them to flash back to the conversation or fill us in. And what happened between you and this and what's her name? Effie. Well, Effie knocked her out. So she was already knocked out cold. She didn't know where the heck. Listen, Effie just probably dropped her off to Sullivan, and then she woke up and Sullivan was there. So I don't freaking know, guys. But all I know is I just need Saxe to see what the heck is going on. I hope he finds out something, because she over here wanting Saxe to give her all this information. And you need to get information on Tariq. I need information on McLean and all of this. And it's just like, girl, you need to let it go, because what you're doing is going to come back to bite you behind, to come back and bite you in the behind. Okay. So let me see. She should be hurt if she was in a car crash, but she wasn't though. Right. That's the whole point. She wasn't in a car crash. They took her somewhere. Remember, Effie knocked her out, and she clearly drove her somewhere, drove her to safety, and then she did something to the car. And they found her car. But the thing is, whose body did they find? Like, it's just... it's a lot. Like, we need answers, and I can't wait till we find them. And I cannot wait to see what Tariq is going to do or how he's going to react, because we saw, look, he still got feelings for, even though she's gone, he still feels some type of way about what happened to her. And we saw him looking at the picture of him and her in the beginning of the episode, right? And you see Effie like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Are you okay? You know, anytime she see him probably looking at a picture of Lauren or reminiscing about Lauren, she trying to get his mind off of it ASAP. Which makes me wonder if her feelings are real for Tariq. I do think her feelings are real for Tariq, but at the end of the day, she is for self, and she's always going to choose herself. So that's just that. Effie could be related to Jenny. I wonder, because I just need to know, how did this whole situation happen? Somebody I think also mentioned something in one of the comments from another video, that they always thought that she might, well, I don't think they said they always thought. They figured that she was a CI. I'm sorry, guys. A CI from the days of Choate, because of some situation, right? She did snitch. We already knew she snitched when she was at Choate, but they figured that she was a CI as well from even those days. So we don't know, right? Effie wants Reek alter herself, but I'm wondering if Effie's also a CI. Right? She gotta be. To me, guys, I feel like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She has to be at this point. I feel like she has to be. I'm sorry, guys. I got up my son. He just got back from his leaving. Sorry, hold on, guys. He has to be picked up. He came back. He went to Disney and Universal Studio and all that for like the whole week for his senior trip. So he's got to make sure my other son go pick him up. All right, sorry. So, but that's that, guys. You know, we about to wrap this up, but I need answers, and right now, I can't think of anything else, you know, except for the fact that she has a history of snitching. This young lady Effie, that I tried to tell folks we couldn't trust. You know, some of y'all was with me and some of y'all wasn't, saying that she was the best girl for Tariq, you know, because she in the game. But she in the game for a reason, because she's like the little Mecca. She's a little Mecca. She ain't really in the game. She fronting like she's in the game so she can be telling on everybody. That's it. Okay. Big Smooth says either Sully is her mom or aunt, or she been in them streets forever. Little by little, we're gonna find out a lot for sure. Yeah, definitely. For sure. Young boy says he's Team Diana. I'm definitely not Team Diana. She could go kick rocks too, child. She done stirred up a whole she stirred up so much, guys. I mean, to the point where she got bodies like, she got bodies remotely. She didn't even touch people, and they're dead because of her mouth. Okay? Dead because of her mouth. Innocent people. Innocent men. Remember that innocent man that was like the contractor? An innocent man, because this little girl talks too much and she lied about a few things. Sheesh. No, thanks, Big Smooth. All right, so when Tariq confronted Effie, I think she had a wire. Oh, she had a wire, not a gun. None of them were good for baby ghosts. Yeah, probably not. And it's definitely not Lauren, even though I like her the best. I think the good side of Tariq matches with Lauren the best. But he's too far gone to be with somebody like her. The only way that I feel like him and her could really work is if she steps over to the dark side. And I think that, listen, she's seen so much at this point that you never know. It might make her a little, you know, it might turn her to be a certain kind of way. Somebody told me, I don't know who said it. They said something that she was basically gonna be, she's listed as a major antagonist in like season 4. And I'm like, why would they do that? Like, why would they put it out there that she's gonna be in season 4 and she's gonna be an antagonist? Like, that's just giving away so much, and it's annoying to me, actually. I don't think that's cool. Big Spoon says she's his little Angie. Yeah, practically, right? But just don't get killed like Angie, please. And don't be waiting to come back into his life when he's married. Like, don't do it. That's all I got to say about that, guys. All right, guys, my voice is getting dry. We went live back to back. It's 47 people or 46 people in the building now. Please hit the like button, guys. And young boy said they doing too many moochies. I know, but sometimes we can't pay attention to those things, young boy, because that could be on some like wiki fandom or something. That doesn't mean that it's true. He may end up with Diana like Tasha and Ghost. Ugh, I guess, but I ain't feeling her, so I don't think so. Diana is not the one. I don't think. Let me see. I don't think Brayden can do it. He couldn't even lie about it straight. You know what I wonder about Brayden, guys, before I get out of here? I wonder if he will ever die for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like he's such an important character in the show. But like, I don't know. I honestly can't even see the show right now without him. But I do. I mean, I may be wondering something that's going to come way down the line. But we see little by little that, he's definitely tapping into the dark side and all that. And also, he's keeping the secret from someone who's his friend. And I don't know, I don't know, guys, but that's just something I just thought about. I don't know why it may not make any sense right now, but I wonder, because I wonder if he's always like we saw, right, in last season where he was like, why does everybody keep saying that? It's the game. It's the game. Like we have to be monsters just because we're in the game. Like he was against that kind of stuff. But now I see this dude is tapping into it. Like this whole situation with Bash, we got to pay attention to stuff like that. This dude is going to be ready to kill folks. That's that. Somebody said Brayden may finally catch a body. That Gemini says that. Yeah. If he is is putting out hits, it's just, but I mean, it's a matter of time before he starts pulling the trigger on his own. All right. And the fact that he says comfortably, oh, I did Lauren for you. This ninja ain't got no remorse about that anymore. He seemed to have had remorse about it, but he ain't got no remorse about it no more. What's done is done. So, oh well. Not someone close to his people. Tommy would just come and pop him. He got the scraps gene honest, so I can see him catching one at some point. Right. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to get into the bed. You guys are wonderful. I love you all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Also, share the video if you can. And I will see you next time. All right. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.